Who's gonna win? I mean, we know who probably will win, but who could win? This will be an extremely convoluted video with a lot of big hypotheticals. This is all in the scenario that no other driver gets any more points. Everyone DNFs every race except for the driver I'm talking about. There's 1,000 combinations of what could happen, but I'm going based on averages and stuff I pulled out of my. Assuming that I upload this before the next race, there are 8 races left and 3 sprints. A winner of a Grand Prix gets 25 points, and with 8 races left, that's a total of 200 points up for grabs. A winner of a sprint gets 8, so add another 24 points. 224. Now let's look at the drivers. Currently, Oscar Piastri leads the championship with 324 points. Let's knock out the drivers who 100% cannot win the championship at this point, unfortunately. Alex, Kimi, Isaac, Nico, Lance, Fernando, Esteban, Pierre, Liam, Gabby, Ollie, Carlos, Yuki, and Franco are done for the year in terms of the championship. So on the pyramid, Lewis Hamilton. Excluding his 2 DNFs, on average he finishes at about position 6.5. It isn't one, but let's bump it up to 5th. Just because! Let's say he finishes 5th for the rest of the year. That would put his total at 197. Even if everyone else DNF'd for 8 races, he'd still only finish the championship in 4th. He would have to have a near-perfect record for the rest of the season. If he got every point possible, he'd finish at 341 points, only 17 above where Oscar is right now. Charles Leclerc. Charles is a little bit more promising. Excluding his 2 DNFs, he finishes at a position on average of 4.4. He's got a little bit more room to play with. He could end the season with a total of 387 points. Going by his average position, though, he'd finish somewhere closer to 259. But he has gotten as high as 2nd place, so there is hope. George Russell. George has been pretty consistent this season, only finishing outside the points once. Knock it off. He finishes at an average position of 4.75. However, he did not have 2 DNFs, so that's 2 more numbers to average in. Math. Georgie could end the season with 418 points. Based on his average, it's going to be closer to 274. If he could win 4 of those races and then get 5th place in 4 more of those races, he'd end the season with 319 points. Bump up some more places and he's got it. Not comfortably, but he's got it. Max Verstappen. Now, no bias in this house. All right, he's 100 points behind Oscar at this current point in the championship. His races have not been super consistent. However, he also only finished outside the points once. Also, that last race was really good. The biggest gap from 1st to 2nd in this entire season. I'm just saying, he finishes in a position of about 3.8. So if he got 3rd for the rest of the time, not including sprints, he'd be at 350 points. If he won a couple, there'd be some wiggle room. He's also historically good at sprints, so let's put some hope in there. If he got 3rd in all the regular races and then won the rest of the sprint races, he'd end the season with 374 points. There's a little bit of space. We can work with that. Oscar could even win a couple. Asking Oscar to win 2 out of the next 8 races, that's a tall order. Lando Norris. Lando is doing fantastic. He just needs to believe that he's doing fantastic. He's had bumps in the road, but who hasn't? He's not that far off from Oscar. There's plenty of time to close the gap. Oscar could have 1 or 2 kind of bad races and Lando could steal it all. Lando has the skill and the talent. If he could get a little bit more confidence, that could be what he needs to get to the top. Oscar Piastri, the most consistent driver of the season. Oscar basically just needs to keep doing what he's doing. I mean, there's not much more to say about that, but he does need to keep Lando back. Who do I realistically think will win? Oxer. But the fight isn't over yet. I'm really excited to see how it plays out. And hopefully if I upload this after the next race, it won't have aged like milk. Comment who you want to win the championship. Don't forget to like and subscribe or Christian Horner comes back. Spooky. Okay, that's all.